Well, hello, Pisces. Welcome to your mid November reading. Hope you are amazing. So, we're going to jump right in. Disclaimer: this may be your November reading, and the other one doesn't resonate. This may be additional, and it may not resonate with you at all. That's okay. If it doesn't, just move on to the next one, all right? So, Pisces, let's see what we have for you. Addict helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. What is a habit that you are consistently ignoring that you have, or something that keeps happening to you, right? Is an indication as well of this energy. But what's interesting is it's in the upright. So that means it's being brought to your attention for you to resolve or fix. It's not something that you can't see. You know, as soon as you're ready, it is there for you. Okay. So let's see what else we have for you. This deck I don't use very often. So let's see what we get out of this for you, Pisces. Healing. Ooh. Healing comes through understanding for you. Understanding and seeing something. Think about moving forward and what you're trying to achieve. Are you putting yourself in a situation where you actually have the opportunity to achieve that, right? Or are there some addictions or habits that you have that are keeping you from that thing you want? The one thing that comes to mind to me is love. So what is blocking you from that, if that's for you? Transformation, giving you an opportunity to change that. So this is very much facing conflict so you can move forward. So this is giving you a way through something you're having a tough time with or something that you don't want to see. So this is like something you're ignoring. Maybe you're making excuses of something in your life. Yeah. So it's definitely a chance to recover. Okay. Brother and sister, another card of transformation. Change. Making a decision to recognize the conflict, the issue, the problem to be resolved. Vasilia, the brave. Vasilia. Courage. Courage to do it. It's very much wand energy, so it's taking action. And then the little match girl choice. So once you recognize what the issue is or what needs to change, it takes the inspiration, the courage to make the change, and then the choice to change, to make different decisions, I would say. So it's definitely using your power to create a better situation for yourself. Abundance, the ideal outcome. Okay. All right, Pisces. Let's see what comes out. Knight of Wands. Discontinuing some sort of action. King of Swords. Temperance. Page of Wands. The Fool. The High Priestess. I'm going to put it like this. That's just for me. I feel like I need to do that. Oop. Nine of Pentacles. The Moon. Five of Wands. The Empress. Eight of Wands. This energy, Pisces, is an opportunity for you to grow, opportunity for you to nurture yourself in a positive light. Um, it's almost like you're starting a creative project on yourself, on your life, creating change and inspiration and a beautiful future, ideal future, achieving your goals. And it takes action, action, lots of change, lots of shifting, lots of realizations, I feel. Excuse me. Major Arcana, we have the Empress, Temperance, the Fool, High Priestess, and the Moon. The Moon is the confusion. Sometimes we can get into our emotions and start to see the world the way that we want to see it. It's kind of like, especially with the King of Swords here, it's like you're stuck in one mindset or you have one vision and you can't break from that. You can't see another perspective. I feel like it's like all I see is my perspective, right? And how I feel at this moment, it feels like the right thing to do, especially with the Knight of Wands. So whatever this is, it's a very quick action. It's very hasty, very rushed, not quite thought out. But at the same time, next to the King of Swords, it's like impulsive and then you don't want to change it, right? The Temperance tells me that you don't have like the energy to change it, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like I don't have the patience to recover. I don't have the patience to apologize. I don't have the patience to fix it. I'm kind of caught in between knowing that I did something wrong or knowing that I should change this. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know that I have the patience to do it. I don't know if I have the time, I don't know if I'm flexible enough. I know what it is. I don't know if I want to make the commitment to do it. So that's what comes out in that to me. To me, it really feels like you're starting to see, there's a sense of enlightenment where you're starting to see both sides of things or you're getting a peep of it. Like, it feels like when you're laying in bed and an idea comes to mind, it's like that. And then you're thinking about it. You're thinking about this decision you made and this decision maybe that you're sticking with. So I see it's like, do you have the courage to renege on what you did, to take it back, to apologize? Will you take that risk? Because it looks like you took the risk to do it, but it's like, can you take the risk to fix it or resolve it? Because with these two cards here, I feel like if you have the courage to speak up, to say something that's on your mind, to contact someone, you may be surprised, actually. But you know what's interesting? It's not about the reply as much as doing something for yourself. It's kind of like you're going to make a good choice. And that choice gives you the courage to move on to other things or to change other things. It kind of lifts up your energy and your spirit because it's something that's on you, like something that's weighing heavy. And that's where the Moon is. I feel like there's a confusion of if you take the risk, what is the response going to be? Or, like, what is the response going to be? Am I ready to deal with what's going to come with it? And kind of sitting in between that energy, not being fully confident, I want to say. I also see a lot of searching. Like you've been doing a lot of soul searching or trying to find something that clicks with you is what I want to say, Pisces. Working on yourself, doing a lot of things for you, maybe starting some new practices, taking a lot of new risks to find something that resonates with you, right? But I feel like one of the blocks is something that is on your mind constantly. And it has something to do with an impulsive or rushed decision that you made or choice. I see a lot of internal conflict with this row, to be completely honest. It's internal conflict on if you have the patience to fix something or to resolve something. It's interesting, Pisces, because it tells me that you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, but it's like you don't want to fight the change, the realism of it all, you know? It's like not wanting to deal with the real reality of the situation. It kind of feels more comfortable to just move on from it. I will say that I see that your finances are really good. Also for someone, I feel like there's a message or there's some sort of situation where you're going to have to be on your own, like move out, like stand on your own. I don't know what that's about, but that's for someone specific. It's interesting because there's this new opportunity to start anew, like to move past misunderstandings. And really, it's good for you. It takes heaviness off of you. It's not about the situation and how it's going to end up. It's more about just releasing that off of you, you know? I see a lot of air signs. So I'm talking about Aquarius, Gemini, Libras. Somebody in that sign is doing something new. They're taking a different direction than the one that they usually take with you. And I feel like you feel some type of way about it. Okay. Like it makes you angry, makes you sad, makes you think, is it me? It makes you not be mad at that person. Something of that nature. And I feel like you're having a hard time understanding. But what's interesting about that is it's not for you to understand. You know, it's something that someone's doing for themselves. Unfortunately, you are like, you get the residuals of that, but it's really just for them. It's just the change I feel like that you don't like. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you're dealing with one of them, they're being very impulsive about something and you can't really change their mind. They're in this mindset like they have to do something. Like they found something out and they have to react. They have to do something. They have to move. They have to, and they're doing something really risky too. Like you're like, if you just take that week off to go on that cruise, you're going to lose your job. You know, it's something really impulsive they're doing and you can't change their mind. But you see that it's going to end up bad for that particular sign. Okay. If you have an earth sign in your life, they're living their best life right now. That's true. And that might be why and because of that, I feel like you're a little taken aback on how to approach them about something. Interesting. This is an interesting reading, Pisces. Yeah, but mostly what I see here is a conflict internally with you. That's over the board. Like an internal conflict where you know something is maybe right for that person or right for the situation or in the bigger picture, but you don't like how it makes you feel right now, you know? So there's a lot of growth, a lot of action, a lot of movement in your life. But this is a good time for you to heal some sort of conflict and accept some changes. Yeah, I feel like this is addiction to the status quo or how things used to be and wanting to go back or be comfortable in a situation that feels like out of your control, if that makes any sense. Okay. We're going to do the High Priestess first. Yeah. Yeah, there's something new. There's something new jumping into your life here, and you don't know how to feel about it. I feel like you were not ready almost, or not prepared for something. Um, I'm going to say this in the nicest way. I feel like you're wasting your energy being mad about it instead of taking action. Okay. That it's interesting because it's next to the strength. So it's like if you and when, because you will eventually understand someone's actions or decisions, or yeah, actions or decisions that go against like how you feel things should go, I feel like it makes more sense. But right now, you can only see it like in your perspective and how it makes you feel and how it interrupts your flow, you know? Yeah, it's change. With the tower, there's change. You have to make some sort of decisions. I feel like you don't feel heard or listened to, or maybe like people don't care about you because they're making the changes. It's just affecting you in a different way, you know? Um, yeah, it's almost like you don't feel heard, cared about. Like it's taken a piece of your joy away. You know, you don't really want to deal with this right now kind of energy. Let's see this King of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Pisces. This is a person that is not happy. They're not happy with their overall like wellness. They don't feel like like lightness. You know, they feel heavy, maybe with a lot of responsibilities, and they're looking to change that. They want to make some changes in their life. And this could be a lot of things because this feels like putting something to rest and just making a decision. And not only making a decision, they're taking like action, you know? Okay. This message, I feel like it's a message. Yeah, someone's getting something off of their chest or letting something out. And I feel like that's you. You needing to express something or be heard. I feel like the problem is, you know how you let something off of your chest and you're thinking, okay, somebody's going to accept this or they're going to respond back. Sometimes they won't accept it. Sometimes they won't respond back. And it doesn't mean that it is the creation of a whole entire issue that's going to last for years to come. It just means that there's a difference in opinion. But I feel like it's important to not hold a grudge because of that, okay? For your own self, there's a decision that you're going to have to make. And that decision is really going to help you move forward. Like, it's good to heal and move on from this as soon as possible, okay? As fast as you can. I'll say that. Because in the bigger picture, it's okay. I know that that's easy for someone else to say on the outer side, but on the outside. But it's okay. It just feels right now like everything's falling apart, but it's okay. You know, you're going to move on from it. That's basically what they're saying, you know. Good or bad, you'll live to the end. Okay, the fire sign that you may know, they may be using money for something, I'm going to say unsightly, something stupid, okay? And that's why you're like, oh God, why are they using up money for this, or using time? I'm hearing like borrowed time, borrowed money, something that's not theirs probably, which is why you're like, oh, don't use the family money for this, or don't, you know. It's like they're doing something that's not smart. And they're very impulsive about it, and you know that it's not good, whatever it is. So I'm still sticking with that. This may have to do with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in your life, but it's like you made some sort of decision. And at the time, it may have been a good decision, but I feel like now you're not happy with the results. And spiritually, I'm going to say wisdom, full of wisdom. Now that you have time to think about it, it's kind of like you want to end whatever this conflict or situation is. But I feel like you're not sure how to do it. Yeah, this is interesting. After the emotions have died down about something, after the conflict has subsided, I feel like you're starting to see what is actually important. Um, it's like you're ready to avoid conflict and get back into more positive, light, happy energy. It's like you don't want to carry that around with you anymore. But I feel like there is a confusion on how to navigate it. Interesting. Okay, let's go with your spirit cards. That was a lot of random messages for you Pisces. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of bigger picture energy here, Pisces. I feel like you need to be, it's kind of like you don't see the end game. Right now, you know how you feel about the situation or the changes you have to make or the things you have to do. And it's like it feels unfair almost. But it's actually a good move in the long run in a lot of ways. Don't be afraid of change. It's like you're too comfortable with your situation now, and it's causing like a sense of decay because you get stagnant in comfortability sometimes, and I feel like that's what that feels like to me. Ooh, this is very specific. Think about what you're losing by not acting. It's really that simple. Think about what you're losing by not acting, by not speaking up, by not moving, by not accepting change. There's a lot of opportunity. I will say this in November, Pisces, because I want to sum this up with this. There's a lot of opportunity for growth. And I feel like there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of things happening. And there's a lot of thoughts you have. There's a lot of intuition. There's a lot of moments of like enlightenment that you may have. And it just feels like a lot. And it feels overwhelming. But this is a time to make changes that will impact your future. It's like you can't hide it in a closet, in a dark corner of a closet anymore. This is your moment to face it. And I almost feel like it's for the new year, to start fresh and new, to bring in what it is that you're trying to manifest in a positive light. All right. Well, I love you, Pisces, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.